Hi, I'm Rusty Beck, and this is Identity, a vlog dedicated to exploring what it means to be human. This is the fifth installment of a story I'm calling The Long Shadow, tracking the efforts of Reserve Officer Buzz Watson of the LAPD as he investigates the unsolved murders of his father and uncle, who were shot to death over 30 years ago in an ATM robbery. For the past week, Buzz has been following up on a partial print belonging to one of the two men responsible for this crime. Today, we're checking in to see where this partial has led him.
And the answer is not very far, though I still have over half the prints and partials from similar ATM robberies to examine. Unfortunately, I just found out yesterday that the extrapolation process we've been using is not good enough to identify a suspect.
But even if you connect 2 or 3 partials into a full print?
Right.
Why?
Because fingerprints are graded on a kind of point system, and...
Wait, I'm sorry, what is that?
Points. Okay. You see all the lines on each of my fingertips, and on yours too? Now, these lines are called friction ridge patterns. And on every single finger, they make up about 150 distinct characteristics known as points of identity.
150 points.
Yes, but you don't need that many points to match a person to a crime. The problem is that the number of points required varies from one law enforcement agency to another.
Right, well, yeah, but you'll have all of that, won't you? I mean, when you find partials and use the software to extrapolate them into a full print.
No, the points have to be real, not virtual.
Well, to make an arrest.
To even settle on a suspect.
What?
Let's say I find enough identity points to match a person to the database.
Right.
Right. And I go and talk to them about their criminal activity.
Right.
And I find out that they were involved, and we make the arrest.
Uh-huh.
Well, I have to turn over everything I've learned, what's called discovery, to the defense. Now, they'll be able to say we made up the rest of the print, the part we extrapolated, to fit the suspect.
And then you'll be back to where you started.
It might be worse than that, because we could know who the murderer or murderers were and not be able to talk to them again without new evidence, which, right now, I'm not sure I could find.
150 points of identity.
To the right eyes, your fingers are better than a face.
Yeah, but they have to be attached to your real hands. So, now what?
Well, now I hunt for more partials. But if I still don't have enough points, then, well, I don't know yet.
The legal system doesn't make it easy for you, does it?
No, but convicting someone of murder and putting them in jail for the rest of their life, that shouldn't be easy. It should be very hard. And I'm willing to work very hard to make it happen.
Well, maybe next week while we're waiting for the partials to come together, we can talk about what happened to you in the years right after your dad died that made you so determined, so hardworking. It's like taking a second job. I may not have mentioned this, but for his work as a reserve police officer, Buzz Watson makes exactly $1 a year before taxes. We'll be back next week to see if the city is getting its money's worth. Until then, I'm Rusty Beck, and this is Identity.